Hey everyone, I know I just said that Odyssey was getting set up, but actually Tech Team is goated. So we're actually just ready to start right now with Mario Odyssey run by CheeseJay. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is CheeseJay, and I am joined by my good friend Sudai in the commentary booth.
Hi, everybody.
And today I'm going to be showcasing Super Mario Odyssey Kaizo mode. If you don't know what Kaizo mode is briefly, it is a Kaizo mod made by who is it? It's SMO Joy-Con and Red Sleigh.
Yes.
Back last summer, is it Sudai?
Oh, yeah, it is almost a year old now. It was last summer.
Yeah, and the goal of this mod is to change all 880 moons in the game to make them more difficult. It is the first SMO mod to do that, so it's a pretty cool mod, and hopefully you can see that as we start here. But I think I'm ready to start. I can give a countdown, and we can start on go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good
Okay,
luck.
so thank you for the good luck. I think the first thing I should just quickly mention is just tech from the normal game. You're gonna see me start the run by doing a buffered spin pound into some roll boosts. The spin pounds are just done by spinning the stick twice and doing the ground pound inputs, and then the roll boosts are done by holding the crouch button and shaking the controller. So there's a lot of motion controls in this run.
You'll be seeing both of those a lot this run. That's how we get everywhere.
And Lemmy, real quick, do you have any information on me for the bid war? Any information on the bid war?
Give me 1 second. I'm hitting a quick refresh on this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, for anyone that hasn't seen the Kaizo mod before, you're in for a treat. They literally made every moon harder. The speedrun for this is kind of crazy. You're going to see some really good movement throughout this.
Yeah, right now, fully clothed Mario is actually beating Boxer Shorts Mario by $10. So with $11, you'll be able to see the tide turns on that.
Okay, I'm still gonna go on my way here.
Mario.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna quickly go on my way here still anyway for some coins here, just so when I gotta lock in for this part. Oh, the sounds are finicky.
Yeah, there's usually a bridge here, not in Kaizo mode. That's not for us.
Yeah, okay, so I am gonna go to my way here and cap for a couple of coin stacks. Just so I can change into the boxes quickly if I do need to.
Trust me, I'll want the boxers to win, y'all.
Oh, nice. Good idea.
That was clean. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Oh, I need to get those, though. I knew that wasn't going to work. Yeah. I knew that was going to work, but I still did it. Okay.
That Spiney's out for blood.
Yeah, that Spiney's always the most problematic one in the kingdom. Okay, so the last bit of coins you're going to see is right up here. And these platforms do move, so I do have to be quick on my feet here. That's not going to work.
Yeah, this is the one nice thing the Kaizo mod devs did for us in this mod. They gave us this giant stack of coins here.
And you might be wondering why they did that, and that's because this mod is made on version 1.0 of Super Mario Odyssey, so there is no Luigi coin hearts or anything in the game, so we get a ton of coins there to make up for it.
Yeah, the Luigi hint arts were added with a later patch, and they each give like 200 coins, so it's kind of huge not having those.
Yeah. Also, there's Spinies here, so this copper fight's slightly harder. But not a big deal at all.
Yeah, the difficulty in this mod starts out fairly low, but it ramps up quick, and there is some very difficult stuff near the end. Y'all see what we're talking about.
I think I had to do that.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with the Kaizo mod, but I've seen the end game, and it's rough.
Yes. Like, experienced players spend hours on the final fight.
Yeah, that is. Saying it's rough is a vast understatement. And I guess just to hype up this run a little bit, I haven't done a full run of this mod in the better part of a month, so we're just gonna see what happens. We're just gonna rusty no reset on a marathon and just hope it goes hope the best happens. I did like an hour and a half of D-Rush earlier.
I'm expecting a PB personally.
I mean, it could still happen. I did just lose 40 in that, but those were coins.
So what we're doing here is you actually can't get the first moon normally at all. There's no way to get it. But there are ways to get past the barrier for the first moon. And that little spot where Cheese just dove up there is one of those spots. And then after that, if you beat Madame Brutal, then the first moon will open up. But I'm not sure if we're actually grabbing that moon on this route or not.
Yeah, we are. That'll be after the boss fight. And it's saved after the boss fight for a very specific reason that we can get into later. This is rough. Move. Go, Mario. Thank you.
It's
okay,
clearly not the intended path.
Okay, now we're up. Okay, now I'm on 1 HP. This is very fun.
You got this. You got this. This fight is nothing.
Oh, come on, please. Yeah, it's pretty
Maybe.
much vanilla. I just need to not screw up. And I screwed up. Yeah. It'll work. Trust. Okay. I really have to be faster. No! I dropped the spin pound! Oh my god. That is just not my fault. That is like 2 minutes. That's like actually 2 full minutes.
Yeah.
This is a rough start. Okay. Bounce back.
Yeah, but with that, I mean, there's just gonna be no more mistakes. All the nerves are gone. We're gonna play with more clarity. It's that simple.
Yeah,
That's
there's a reason. There's a reason I set my estimate high for these Kaiser runs. Because stuff like that can happen, and then you could lose a lot of time. That may have only been a minute, actually.
Yeah, that was a clean movement back.
I can't believe I dropped the spin pound there. That's crazy. I mean, I've died to this boss before in this mod, but like not like that.
These pillars, once you get in the right line, they really don't do anything anymore, sadly.
Yeah.
But they make the beginning a little bit more difficult. But I do feel like the devs did a really good job on the difficulty curve in this mod. Like, you can really feel like it starts out not too bad, and it's just like ramps and ramps and ramps.
Yeah, once we get to Luncheon Room, Bowser's, and Moon, LRBM, that mod just gets crazy difficult, and you just get no breather the entire time.
Yeah.
But we are done with Madame Brood finally.
Woo!
Yeah, see, that was so clean. So all I'm saying is no more mistakes incoming.
Exactly. He called it with the nerves being gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, despite being a Kaizen mod, there's still like a handful of easy moons in most kingdoms too, so the whole thing isn't super treacherous, but we do gotta pick and choose what we go for.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I still need 100 more coins. I'll have to keep that in mind.
You can always grab that in Sphinx if you need to, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'll definitely have enough coins after Sphinx. I mean, it'll be tight with buying binge for the rest of the run, but we can make it happen.
Yeah.
I don't really want to have to get backup moons in a mod like this though either, so I just have to make sure I'm aware of my coin count the whole time.
Okay. How many? Do you know how many shop moons you buy? I can keep track of it for you.
It's 2, right? It's just wooded and snow, just like regular 90%.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too.
No, it's luncheon 2.
But luncheon 2. Okay, so you need 1,300 coins total.
I think so. Yes. No, it's Metro 2. Oh god. Oh.
1,400. Do we know any other coin stacks?
Okay, I'm just gonna reroute sand. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We're live routing. Live routing on the fly here. Don't worry, this won't be bad. It'll actually make sand easier. It actually will make sand easier, believe it or not.
I absolutely love when speedruns just become like, there's so much to think about going forward, so you have to like just route stuff like 30-40 minutes in advance so stuff works out later. It is one of my favorite parts of speedrunning, so seeing that live is just fantastic.
Yeah, I just been like...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I've just been like so busy with final stuff at college the past month, so I just haven't thought about this marathon run at all until today.
Yeah, I like just finished my last final yesterday, so I totally feel you.
Yeah. You know, I was just gonna say, like, it's funny how one small speed bump like that, like just taking Mario out of his clothes can cause that much chaos in a run.
So speaking of that, is Mario still gonna be staying closed for this Kingdom, Lemmy?
I will take a peek, but it's looking like it. Yep. Still fully closed.
Is this the sequel to Mario Galaxy? No, I believe that's Super Mario Galaxy 2. Sorry, that was really funny.
That was. Little tangent about that though. Somebody is remaking all of
crap.
Galaxy and Odyssey as a mod, which is going to be really cool when they're done.
Oh,
Oh
really?
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Every single galaxy, all 120 minutes, everything.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
released
super kept up with Galaxy or like Odyssey modding just because I played a lot more like 64 and
Oh, good save.
Sunshine.
Yeah, it was nice.
But I think it's so interesting what people are doing with this game because it's just like so wild.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think as long as the Odyssey modding community stays strong, this game can definitely be. Oh, really? Okay, this game can definitely still be popular after the next 3D Mario.
yeah, and the last like year and a half to 2 years, there's been a lot of activity in the modding scene and a lot of like new tools for modding to make it
All right.
easier too.
This
I
is
think you
rough.
just do it without the cap spin. You look like you
Yeah.
could have made it.
Yeah, you're probably right. Good back
Yeah.
to it. Yep. I was overthinking that for sure. Thank you, Sudai.
No problem.
So
Second set of
1410.
eyes are good. Oh, 1410. Do you do slots and lunch as well?
No, we routed that out because it crashes the game.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And it's just not that fast.
Oh, don't let the wind gust get you.
Oh my god. Okay.
Almost everyone's first time in that room, they walk in and immediately get pushed out.
Okay, so do you want to explain what I'm doing here, Sudai?
Jay's doing DSTA right here. It's a daylight savings time abuse, where essentially when he planted a seed early into the kingdom, and then so long as we change the time to be at least 20 minutes ahead by the time we get back out here, it should have grown.
I changed 2 months just to make sure and it didn't work, so I don't know.
Interesting. It's going to still grow. It's just, if we do it before we come out the loading zone, it's fully grown instantly, so
Yeah.
we save a little time.
Okay.
Yeah, you can actually do that with any seed in the game. Alternatively, if you don't want to mess with time and, you know, tamper with the powers of God, if you have a gushin, you can also grow a seed with that. Neat little tidbit.
Okay, I need to get my act together because this is not a very fast start, to say the least.
You're thinking about the rerouting, huh?
No, I'm just not playing good.
Oh, that's fair.
I mean, it's a lot to think about. Like this is just like
Yeah.
like a way harder version of the original game plus the reroute plus marathoners. So I totally get that. But
Yeah.
chatters, I'm looking at you. You can do exclamation donate. Maybe send CheeseJay your love.
Yes.
Maybe the run will get better way faster. All that good stuff.
Helps
I'm
take
trying-
Mario's shirt off. That'll help Jay be less nervous. I feel it.
Yeah, it's like the imagine all of your enemies like naked or whatever thing.
Exactly.
Okay. This moon's pretty self-explanatory. A lot of the moons in Sand are kind of just like vanilla, but slightly different. And this is a pretty good example of that on the other leaning pillar.
They just kind of slightly change their positioning.
Did that work? I don't think it did. No, it didn't.
Oh, Cheese was trying to use the moon there to clip out of bounds to get through, to get up here faster. You can do that on any moon that's close enough to a wall, but the timing's kind of rough. I think it's like a 2-frame window to hit that.
Yeah. Okay, so I could clip out of bounds to get this moon using platform clip, which is just a clip with the platform that's like off to the left of me, but it's suspended in the air, so it makes it out of bounds a little bit more awkward and more difficult, so I just opt to do it the intended way.
Yeah, and even when you're out of bounds, you're in this quicksand still too, so you don't have like your normal jump options, which makes it even rougher.
Yeah, but as a compromise, I'm going to come back here and do this, which OG
That's
Odyssey
platform
runners
one.
would know as Sphinx Clip, because I'm on version 1.0 of the game. Come on, get through the wall, Mario.
It's technically possible in 1.3, I think, but it's like ridiculously hard.
What? I'm going to have to give up on it.
I think you need to be further left a little bit. You need to be right there.
There
you go.
Yeah, okay, so roll cancels are a lot easier on 1.0. I just put the setup wrong there, I think.
Yeah. This I love how they changed the sub area. I feel like they weren't sure what to do with it, so they're just like throw a bunch of annoying enemies in it.
Yeah, it makes me have to capture the tank. It makes the sub area act a little bit slower than vanilla too.
Yeah. Oh, I love this movement here. Watch this, y'all.
There we go. I've been screwing that up all day.
So nice when you hit it, though.
Okay, this is gonna be the reroute right here.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, we're gonna get the extra coins here, and we're gonna go all the way to the other side of the kingdom and go to this sub area. There's a sub area that's down to the left there that's a lot closer, but there's no coins on it, so I'm just gonna go for
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, you only lose like I want to say 4 or 5 seconds getting here, and maybe a few more in the sub area, so it's not that bad.
And then I need to go. The other one's just in the poison. I'm just gonna have to kill Mario for it, I think.
Or you can try for the 1-frame poison warp.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try for it, but... Oh, hold on, I almost
The
forgot.
coins.
Okay, I'm at 1,200. We're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there. You already spent 10, so we still only need 1,400.
1420, if I get this first try. Okay. I can't tell, no?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, no.
So what we're trying to do there is if you open the map the frame you touch poison, Mario's considered standing on the ground but hasn't been hit by the poison yet, and you can just warp.
Okay. Lemmy, do you have any updates for me on the bid war? Before I leave this kingdom.
It is still fully closed, Mario.
Okay, Mario stays closed then. Okay, on to Lake. Lake is a pretty quick kingdom, but there is definitely still a little bit of risk involved. We're gonna see Rango, and Rango has been changed a little bit to be a little bit more difficult, so hopefully I can get Rango first try.
There's strats for it if you know them, but if you go into the fight not knowing them, it's torturous.
Yeah.
It's the first taste of a somewhat difficult boss in this mod. It's kind of hard to make the Odyssey bosses difficult, though. Aside from, like, I don't know, mech or something like that.
Which is, coincidentally, they didn't even make harder in this mod.
No. They made it harder for people that don't speedrun, but that's it. Speedrunners just do the same thing.
Yeah, you'll see that once we get there. Mech is pretty much vanilla.
It looks very scary, though.
If I suck at the game, it's harder. I'll say that.
I know when I first got there, I was like, oh no, what do I do? And then I was like, wait a minute. Oh, okay.
No, I was, after the gauntlet that is ruined, I was very glad for that, about just being a little bit on the easier side.
Same here, same here. In my opinion, people would argue with me, but in my opinion, Ruined is the hardest part of this mod, so if y'all stick around for anything, that's what you gotta see.
Yeah, for sure. I think Moon's harder personally, but definitely for sure. Ruined is definitely very difficult. I'm gonna take my time and kill all these guys for the coins. Oh my, of course, whatever.
You got the coins there, that's what matters.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about any coin stacks I could possibly get at this point.
You only need 118 more coins.
That one.
And
That one. They're taunting me right there, but should I?
If only we could just clip through the wall.
I'm just gonna grab them. They're gonna be worth it. Not if I freaking bonk. Whatever.
Get the ring on your way out too.
What ring? Oh, this.
That.
Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Okay, almost there.
8 more.
Yeah. That wasn't even that big of a detour at all.
Nah, you'll probably just pick 8 up on the route. Like, don't even gotta worry about it anymore.
Now I shake the controller, take the Kepi back. There we go.
Yeah, moving through the water is really slow, so anytime we can be above the water, we're happy.
There we go, 1400.
Perfect. Now this is the blender, y'all. If you know the strats, you can make it work, but 1 damage is okay.
I'm just gonna be 2.
Oh. That's still okay.
And dead.
Okay, I lied.
It just didn't work out in my favor. I have to get on top of his hat there to pop him, or otherwise my strat doesn't work.
Yeah, basically we're trying to get him in a small area where those spinners do not hit right over here by the beginning.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. And then you can just do...
Oh crap.
You still got this.
It'll work. It'll work.
Yeah.
There we go.
Beautiful. Second try's the charm, right?
Yeah, that actually was the fastest I managed to pop his hat there after him coming to me.
Nice.
So, That was actually really nice. I've never jumped over that moon before.
I didn't even know it was possible. I wonder if they start you a little higher in the air in Kaizo or something.
I don't know.
I honestly wouldn't even put it past him.
Yeah.
I mean, in Cap Kingdom for the Topper fight, I think they start you further away from Topper, so it throws off some of my muscle memory.
When we get to Wooded, I'll show y'all my favorite change, and it'll make you realize just how funny they got with some of the changes. It's pretty early in the kingdom, too. Curious to know if Cheese knows what I'm talking about here.
No, I can't recall.
It's pretty early.
Okay,
It's a change that exists in every kingdom. I'll give you a hint on that.
Oh yeah. 1411 actually.
1411, actually. Actually,
No, it's like what 1416.
1404? Because
No,
you already did the slots.
Yeah.
So we
I was
just
talking about total, like the total.
Oh,
total.
yeah. Yeah, total would be 1416. Some astute viewers may have caught on to that.
If people who don't know this mod probably have no idea what we're talking about. Okay, this
It's
first
me. I have
minute's
no idea what you're talking about.
You'll see here in a
Perfect.
second. This first minute's a little bit tricky.
This
There we
movement
go.
is awesome, by the way. A lot of the movement in this mod really is.
Oh,
but,
yeah, he just didn't wall jump. That's really cool. There
yeah,
we
this
go.
is. I would say this is the first kingdom where they like kind of got away from having many easy moons at all.
Come on.
It's all at least stuff like this jump.
No, don't grab it there, please. Give me a break. There we go. Rainbow spin.
Oh. I think you were just a little bit too far from the wall, so you lost some height on the wall jump.
Where am I now? I've never had this much of a meltdown on this moon before in my life.
I have.
Yeah, I just want to remind everyone in chat that this is Kaizo difficulty Mario
There we go.
Odyssey. It is very difficult.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, CheeseJay is still making it look like a piece of cake.
Okay.
So
This
far the
moon
hardest mod, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, this will work. If
Ooh,
this bunny,
nice.
if I don't get the bunny there, it is like dang near impossible for me to back this moon up. So I really have to lock in for that moon and take it careful.
Yeah, they gave the bunny moon physics on top of like making its jump points way further away than normal. So it's just a really weird moon to get.
You can say it, Sudai.
This is my favorite moon in the game. They got one in every kingdom. They made it
Yeah.
harder by increasing the cost by 1. But they made it harder.
Yeah. Yeah, all the shop moons are 101 instead of 100.
And then if you notice, the life up parts in shop cost 10,000 coins, and you can't get 10,000 coins, so those are just banned.
I guess I should check up on the incentive as well, if boxers are winning yet. I probably should have done that earlier.
No, it's still the same.
Okay, cool. No.
Oh,
what a
saved!
What a save. It happened to me earlier. I think that's why I was ready for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate you, Cappy. I hate you. Land on the one below. Yeah, okay, good. And then we'll do this. There we go. And now I'm going to set up for a vault to get to the next moon if Cappy cooperates. No!
Oop, nope, not it.
Oh, good save. Come on. That'll work. I don't know
No,
why.
that worked.
Yeah, I know it did. I don't know why I expected it not to. I literally said it would work. I don't like this angle, but I'll go for it.
Oh, that's maybe.
Oh.
Nice. Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I have a pretty good visual now for what capture angle I want, and I did not like that one out of that, but I went for it anyway because I spent enough time on setting it up.
Yeah. That's a rough jump.
Yeah, I practiced that one a lot though, so.
Saves so much time if you get it too, though. It's definitely worth learning.
They get the fast right there. But I can just come over here and land on a piece of geometry that doesn't even exist to back it up.
Yeah, we use this in any percent runs normally. It's a really cool movement.
I mean, yeah. Probably not.
Close
I was
though.
Yeah, I was hoping maybe if I just did it, full hit everything to the max, it might have worked.
Sometimes
Yeah.
that does it.
I guess just to note, you can run up that slope if you spam jump. That's all you gotta do there.
Oh yeah. That normally takes rocket flowers, but if you got enough speed and you time it right, yeah.
And this next moon is over here. So you can see what is very scary, because if I fall at any point, I'm losing buckets of time.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. Like, it's not just we're falling down to the bottom of wooded. A lot of time we spend over zones that would send us to deep woods if we fall there. So that's extra scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I have to like butt in and say something, but I've just been like terrified this entire time of like what you're doing, so I haven't said anything.
No, go.
Honestly.
What?
On,
Oh,
on that note, I will say, the last run of the night, Crash Bandicoot has a bonus showcase of the Stormy Ascent level, and it has to be bet by the end of the run, and we will only see that if we get $150 raised for that target incentive before the end of the run. So I'm positive we can do it. We have, you know, a couple hours, a few hours. I don't know how to count. It's like somewhere between 1 and 5, but we have an amount of hours to meet that. But you know, the rest of the runs tonight are going to be very, very fast. Actual just like blink and you'll miss it type runs. So you know, get your donations in for that if you really want to see that bonus difficult level in Crash Bandicoot.
Oh,
I just have
good.
to say, your relationship with time seems very similar to my own with that between 1 and 5 hours estimate.
Yeah, it's close enough. All you have to know, Twitch chat, is that it's urgent. You got to donate right now.
Right now. Get in there, guys.
You can donate in the chat, or I think noglitchesallowed.org/donate works. Correct me if I'm wrong, producer. God make me, I'm sorry. But I think that works.
Okay, so we don't get an uproot for this part, which I think makes it a lot of fun.
This movement in this area is really fun without an uproot, yeah. And I just want to bring up, Cheese had a awesome save while we were talking about the donations and everything. If y'all didn't catch that, just go back and check that.
Also, this moon's lower. That's how I'm able to grab it with just a spin pound.
Yeah, normally you got to do like a triple jump, right?
Yeah, you can do like a triple jump and an up throw in vanilla and like get a weird cap bounce. It's really hard to explain.
Yeah, it's a weird one to explain. Oh, if he bounced on the bird there, he wouldn't have got the stun animation. That's what she was going for.
Okay. Let's do that. That's what I'll do. And then I've been messing this up moon up recently, so I'm gonna take my time. We're gonna do that.
That was so sketch.
Well, trust me, the way I've been doing this moon before is way more sketch than that, so I just took my time.
Yeah, if it works, it works. That's all that matters in Kaizo, honestly.
I cannot believe that gets more sketch somehow. What the hell?
If you land below it, the platform crumbles immediately, and then you get screwed.
Yeah, most of the platforms in Wooded are on ridiculous timers.
Also, just shout out to this sub area for being the worst sub area creation I've seen. It's unholy.
So you'll notice Jay has moon gravity. The water's moving faster, and I think there's more to it too, isn't there?
No cappy.
Oh yeah, no cappy. That's the one I always forget. So this is my least favorite sub area in this mod.
Yeah, this sub area sucks. There is a fast trap, believe it or not. I'm not good enough to do it, but there is one.
It's so tight to get it. I think Lucid's the only one that really does it, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, we're done with Scary Kingdom, y'all. We're not going to be floating 800 meters in the air anymore.
Yeah, now we're going to go to Cloud, which is really easy, and you're going to see why.
I really quickly want to shout out Games Committee for this event, because we went from the run Hell of an Office to being in Hell in Mario Odyssey, so it is quite a fun block that I get to host.
You're just on edge the whole time.
Yeah, the edge of my seat has not ever felt so terrible.
Well, you get a breather in this game. There's, like, no risk. I mean, there is a risk my PB loses a minute here, but it's because I was an idiot. If I'm just not a complete buffoon, this should be a pretty free kingdom.
Yeah, if there's any, like, shout-outs or anything you want to bring up as with the host or anything, like, now's the time to do it, probably.
Yeah, I just want to mention to everyone in chat that, you know, this is No Glitches Allowed. Day 4, hopefully you know that by now. We are raising money for Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center, and this run has a rolling bid war till close to the end of the run, right? Where
Yeah.
we can either be Mario with clothes or Mario without clothes. So I think that's pretty worth it. And we mentioned earlier that maybe being boxer shorts Mario would help CheeseJay out a little bit. You know, with the imagining your enemies naked type thing. Maybe just because this is a quite a scary run, I'll say.
Yeah. Yeah, this Bowser's pretty standard. You might have noticed him standing in the air some. They added a few little spots up there with clouds, but for the most part, you can see Jay's just manipulating him to be on the ground when we need him to be on the
Yeah, the
ground.
manip is so easy. All you have to do is stand in the middle of the arena. You don't even have to look anywhere specific. It's just stand in the middle of the arena, and then he'll go to the free spot on the ground.
Yeah. Bowser did his hair so he really did. That's the best Bowser's hair has ever look, I think.
It looks nice, but it's also like a co-over, so I don't know if I can give him that much credit. Like, yeah, thank you, Mr. 50-year-old.
That's more just saying how bad Bowser's hair normally is, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see Bowser in some Liberty spikes.
Oh my gosh, that'd be great.
Okay, Lost Kingdom is another foot that isn't too bad. Starting off with meme T just like any other speedrun, but it's not because we need to trigger Klepto, because Klepto doesn't exist. It's just the fastest movement.
That's the other nice thing the mod makers did for us.
Yeah, as a casual player, that was very confusing at first.
Yeah. Yeah, I think almost everybody did Klepto skip and then tried to trigger Klepto and take him out, and they're like, wait, where is he? Like, literally all of us.
Yeah.
This is a really fun change, the flower gardening one. All they did was move one flower far away, but it makes the moon so much more interesting because it's on a timer.
Yeah. Okay, now fancy triple jump time. Over poison, so let's not screw up.
Easy, you got this.
Oh, I almost cut that short.
All of that just for a slingshot to take us right back where we were, but a little higher.
Ah, that should have worked. That was
That looked
money.
like it did.
Yeah. I've never gone in that manip before, but I always try for it. I'm starting to get a better idea of how to do it. That's the closest attempt I've had.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh.
geometry moved my direction.
And that's the moon we spawned earlier with the flowers.
Yeah,
It took a while to pick it up.
So if I die at any point before that, it's pretty catastrophic. Oh, that's cool. That's cash.
So you almost rather die there, but like, not really.
We're gonna figure something out. We'll do that. What's my best backup moon? You know what? I know one. Okay. I know my next back. You might think it's that one, but it's not. Trust me.
I was gonna ask how you felt about that one, but once you said you had one, I was just like,
No,
I
I
trust
tried.
you.
I messed that moon up earlier in my attempt earlier, believe it or not. So I tried that one, and it's not a good backup. You get stuck in there.
But that's fair.
So yeah, that's not the option. Luckily, I just have to be good at the game to make this happen.
I have faith.
I think you can see what I'm going for here, should I?
Yeah.
Oh,
You got it.
there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I want to wait for it to turn me. There we go.
This whole section over here is all new for Kaizo, and they made sure that these platforms do not sync up in any meaningful way whatsoever. Just to annoy us. Like they literally made the rotation rate a prime number for every single... Ooh.
I'm really sad. I'm really sad.
Yeah, it's a prime number in every single kingdom, so like if the cycles ever do sync, it's like once every like 1,000 spins.
What do I do? Is there a moon nearby here? I'm just gonna explore. I'm just gonna find something.
That's fair. I don't know Lost well enough to help. What about where's Wreck Rock Block? No, that's somewhere else, isn't it?
Hold on. How do I do this? Give me a second. It's...
Oh yeah. Cage triple.
Nice. No, I'm dead. That was so stupid. I got it.
That was close.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, this is bad. Is it bad to say I'm going to be overestimated at this point by a lot?
No, it's okay. This is definitely a hard mod, like 100%. Take the time that you need.
Yeah, this is not going ideally. Let's just
At
try
least
that
we're giving
again.
heads up. At least we're giving a heads up. But you know, yeah.
Let's just try this again. Yeah, let's just try that again. I might be too slow now because of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is this my only backup moon? Can we think of a better one?
This is the kingdom I know the least in Kaizo because I went through it once and left.
No, what am I doing? There's one right here. What
Oh
am I?
yeah.
I'm literally overcomplicating everything right now. There's literally one right here. That's so much easier. There we go. That's all I had to do. What am I doing? Thank you for the good luck, Dave. I appreciate it. I'm gonna kill Mario. Okay. We're gonna do a quick trick known as Nemo Dram now, and
Or we're gonna do a trick known as no, never mind.
This is going bad.
I was gonna be mean, but I won't. At least it doesn't lose a whole lot of time here.
Did that count? I think
It did not.
There we go.
That definitely does.
Okay, there we go. That's Nemo Dram.
Yeah, so the guy that discovered the dram in sand had one request, and that it was that the move not be named after him. So of course it was named after him, and now anything that's a similar maneuver is called the dram.
Also, Nemo had nothing to do with this dram, so I should point out we just call it Nemo Dram.
That sounds like Odyssey naming conventions, yeah.
That was me. There was a chatter in Lucid's chat named Mnemonic. And I think it was Lucid that came up with the tram, so Nemo said call it Nemo Tram, and that's why I started calling it. It was Lucid and Anto that came up with it.
Oh my gosh.
but Nemo said call it Nemo Tram.
It's actually really funny for all the chatters who are here like an hour ago. We were also talking about like Mario and Sonic community trick naming conventions.
Also, impossible jump.
It's silly. Yeah, that was the impossible jump. For years, it was thought to be impossible. No, not for years. For like a month, maybe it's thought to be impossible.
Until we
But
figured out vaulting.
Yeah, I don't think we even knew about vectoring at that point. Just vaulting.
No, whenever Snowdram first got added for the longest time, I think even in sub-hour, maybe not in sub-hour, but for the longest time for Snowdram, we used to do it without a vector.
Oh my gosh, it seems brutal.
Yeah. That's how I originally learned it.
Quick terminology lesson for anyone that doesn't know. For when we say vectoring, it's basically just turn Mario about 90 degrees in the air, and he will move faster through the air at about a 45-degree position.
There we go.
So you just kind of set up a quarter circle centered on wherever you actually want to go, and you'll move faster.
Can I go? Thank you.
There we go. It's actually kind of surprising how many games vectoring exist in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it's like a similar situation to like games like Monkey Ball, where it just calculates acceleration in a different way because you're further away from like the center and it just pulls inputs in like a square or something.
Kinda, yeah. Basically, it's taking Mario's direction and adding your stick vector to it. And if you add it in a way where your vector's like the direction you want to go, it totals to more than just like holding forward while moving that direction too.
Yeah, that's really interesting because it's pretty universal, but it's not like in everything, but it's in quite a lot.
Yeah. It's one of those things where like if I'm playing a new game, I kind of check to see if it's there now because it's like, you know, a 20-30% chance you're gonna have it, you know.
I don't like this part. Thank God. Ugh.
Ooh, okay. That jump's brutal with the platform there. There's normally a big platform where you land, like a massive one.
You want to explain how they made Wiggler harder to die?
Yeah, this fight's harder by virtue of not knowing where the fight actually is. But, so many people just got confused, like, what do I do? And then, oh, wait, I won? Wait, yeah, what? Jay won?
Yeah, I won. Look at that.
No, if you notice, there was a Wiggler, like a normal Wiggler up at the top of the kingdom that Jay hit with his cappy and just knocked the hat off, and that'll make it despawn. And when that Wiggler despawns, it considers the fight won.
Yeah, the reason the mod makers did that is just because every time, with the mod creator program they were using, every time they would change Wiggler in any meaningful way, it would just crash the game. So they just removed it.
Yeah.
Which
But
I'm
honestly,
all for. Time save. I'm all for it.
and honestly, I think that was great too, because it's one of those like not everything has to be harder in execution, you know, and that is kind of harder in a way.
Yeah. It also makes for some really funny moments on like casual playthroughs.
Oh yeah,
Also,
don't be
console
doing
jump again.
again.
Odyssey OGs know that this used to be called People's Jump.
Yeah, it's actually perform. Oh, my time. Not that I joined the scene super early, but
Yeah, it was called People's Jump because people would do it in Night Metro instead of taking the wire. So it was a jump for the people.
Yeah, like the NPCs.
No, for the fans like watching.
Oh, I was just thinking, oh, that's how NPCs get to work.
Court grind. Okay. Maybe I should
Yeah,
have done wall jump.
Yeah, we need about 50 coins at this point from the deaths, by the way.
Yeah, I guess speaking of coins, is it still closed for the incentive?
Yeah, it is still close.
Oh, no one wants to see Mario without a shirt.
No boxers today.
We have a whole category dedicated to it. I couldn't say words for a second.
I still got to show
Yeah,
up the
that's
coins and
real.
cap, so I'm happy.
Yeah. And thankfully Metro is not too hard of a kingdom. They just mostly move stuff
Yeah.
around on us.
Yeah, this moon's harder because the moon's in the ground, so you can't use the scooter to do scoot clip, and the cage is backwards.
Yeah.
I nailed it there. That's like the best I've ever done that moon. That was really clean.
Oh yeah, it was cleaner than I do the normal moon. Like,
And then I love using that taxi to get the height for this moon.
yeah, anytime I can use the taxis in Metro and have it be at one pace, it feels good. Like, I just love them.
Okay, this sub area is a bit harder, but not really for me because I never done this sub area the fast way. So it feels about the same.
And this is really like the biggest change compared to any percent routing in Metro too, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean the moons are all in different spots, but there's all of them fairly fast like sand.
Yeah, it's
I guess
just kind of like a moved around type situation.
Not the next moon, but the one after the next moon I'm gonna grab. Yeah, is gonna be pretty hard. So I need to make sure I don't die on that one.
That's exotic. That would have been funny. There's actually a way you can do that warp with a pole without using a letter too, so it's something they could have like got away with and still said you don't have to use glitches.
Yeah.
That is another thing about this mod. For every moon that's harder, none of them require glitches. Like some of them might require like trick jumping or speedrun tech, but none of them require glitches.
Some of them require some really annoying trick jumps, though. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is something I have to be careful for.
Oh, I forgot about this one. Under the sandwich.
Alright. There we go. I can very easily die there. I have to do that moon blind. So I just have to have a really good like mental map of where everything is there. This one is on the other side, completely free.
Yeah, that's a case of make it harder to find instead of make it harder to get.
It's not even that hard to find because most people will probably check there for a moon in a casual hack.
Ah, it took me until the fourth musician to think to check there. I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking of the musicians, we don't grab any of them in this run.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised when I found that out. It's just that's how many fast moons there are here, though. And moving this away from the basis made the basis a lot less useful too.
Yeah, for sure. And just moving the drummer. Sorry. I am value diving so much today. It's unreal. It's like, what is that, 4?
Yeah, at least.
That's it's in the most inopportune spots. Where am I? Okay, let's. I can do this.
Yeah. So another little glossary moment. Value diving, for those that don't know, it's when you throw Cappy one way and you dive like slightly to the side of it. It's just like a slight stick issue problem. Sometimes controller drift will do it too. Or just the camera turning.
Yeah, the camera turning is the biggest culprit.
Yeah.
Oh, camera moment.
I thought you got first person there for a second.
No, I wasn't first person there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for some reason, this subreddit has 3 minutes. It has 3 minutes at post game, typically, in vanilla, but for a reason, the post game minute is available now, so we just take advantage of that. It's just in that box there.
It's normally on the back of someone's head.
Yeah. Oh wow,
Yeah,
I didn't think that was gonna get pulled.
I really didn't either. I was listening so close for the audio.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I gotta go reset this up, but guess not.
Yeah, the timer is ridiculously short on that in this room. Normally it's like, you got plenty of time, but not in Kaizo.
And then I gotta dive back, and then we're done with Metro.
Yay, we're out of here.
Okay,
We
if I
are
play
off
good...
to...
No,
What?
we're up to stuff. If I play good on the
Okay.
back half, I'll still be below estimate.
Yeah, you kind of... That was a really good Metro for the most part. Aside from that one value dive, it was pretty clean.
Yeah, and that backup was really solid for it. It really wasn't a big time loss at all. Okay, snow is a little bit tricky. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, snow is where they start to utilize the poison a lot, is what I'd say.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we don't have to experience that for too long. We get underground away from it.
Until moon, and then I suffer.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where we'll really know if we're behind schedule or not.
Yeah, if I don't get that fight first try. I could spend all day on that fight if it goes wrong, so let's hope that doesn't happen.
If you do mess it up, just remember you know the strats. Just take it slow and steady.
Yeah. Our PV gets it first try, so let's hope I can just do that again. Okay, fancy trick jump here at the start of snow.
It feels like Lost.
I should also say that trick jump's kind of blind because of the blizzard, so I just have to have, again, I have to have a good mental map of where everything is.
Yeah, so we got to do that big trick jump over all the poison, and then there's another little weird jump here. Oh, almost.
Yeah.
We're trying to vault. We're trying to vault off the slope so we can get another cat bounce and just skip up here.
That could have worked maybe, but I wasn't gonna try it. No, it's not gonna work. Oh man, it's not cooperating. I hate when this trick doesn't cooperate. It's so finicky.
Yeah, this one, it's like, it's all about where you initially... Oh, that's it, yeah. It's all about where you initially line up, and it's so easy to not be perfect, because normally we have like a wall slide to line ourselves up or something like that, but not right there with the weird geometry. Whew, that one's always scary. If you mess up, you can knock those boxes down, and that just makes this moon, I think, impossible to get.
Yeah. Also, if I bonk and don't grab the moon, I'm leaving the freaking room. I'm leaving Shiveria.
Yeah, because you're in hit stun and fall right in front of the pipe. And a nice little mechanic in this game is if you're in bonk stun, when you go to a pipe, you enter it automatically. But that screws us here.
Thank you. I don't know why I did what I just did.
What exactly is Kaizo mode? Yeah, Mark C gave a pretty good description there. It's just making the game harder and making it to where you should know most of the tricks and mechanics in the game to be able to clear everything. Like, some of it's not that hard if you have played a little bit, but some of it
I've never talked to this guy in my life! Okay, sorry.
Why can you talk to him from so far? That's so weird.
Maybe he's just extroverted, okay?
You know, I do kind of remember talking to him from really far away in the floor is lava mod, too. Because, like, the floor around him was lava, but the railing wasn't, and I was able to get into that room like that. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's another really fun mod for anyone looking for Odyssey mods. Just turn everything into lava.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do that one for content at some point.
There's an updated version to where, like, sub-areas and everything have lava floors now, too.
I don't know if I want to go that far with it. We'll do this one. Why not? We'll do this one now. The order of the rooms doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's like maybe a second or two saved with routing if you do it right.
Good save.
Ooh, good save. Very good save.
Just how many saves am I gonna have to do today?
Alright, if you just keep hitting them, it doesn't matter.
We have to do casual chat here to get to the moon.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was kind of funny, but where they made it to where... This isn't the only place either, but they made a few places where it's like you have to do the casual strat.
So there is a strat known as ICC or Ice Corner Clip that would let me... Wait, there's two... Or is it just one? No, I need this one. Okay, sorry. That would let me skip stacking the Goombas. Oh, of course.
That trick's pretty rough, though.
Yeah, and in this mod, you may have noticed we're kind of forced into playing on English because none of the other languages have text files, so it just crashes the game. And I can't really do that trick consistently in English, so...
Yeah, normally we use a lineup. Like when you go into first person, some text pops up at the bottom of the screen, and you can use that for a lineup. And technically there's a lineup in English too, but that's, you know, we don't play in English, so we don't know it.
The world record does... Are you kidding me? I can back it up. There we go.
Another good save, though.
Oh!
Oh no, I jinxed it, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah, that is like the definition of a commentary curse.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that really is.
I think
Chat, we should be donating for saves, I think.
Oh, I agree.
You've been getting away with seeing so much cool Odyssey movement for far too long.
Okay. Oh, come on. So I don't technically need this block, actually, but it makes this moon a lot easier.
Yeah, it's either that or do a really hard jump or just fall in from the top.
Yeah.
I'll take this jump any day. Snow always feels like it goes by so fast, even though we're only like halfway done with it.
Okay. Last subway here. Oh, I missed him in. Hold on. I missed him in. Over here.
Oh, you even told me to remind you about that one. I forgot about it too, though.
I always skip over this moon. I looked at my moon count and it looked low, so I had to make sure. Yeah, we're on count now.
Well, I'm going to say me saying we're about halfway there remind you to look at it, and I did my job.
I hate this room.
Oh, yeah, this room they decided to make harder by just adding a billion of these clouds. And if you capture them, you instantly uncapture them, except for like the ones in the center of the rings. So you can't even like... you can use them to cheese the room, but it takes forever, I'll put it that way.
There we go.
It's a cheeky little moon. I think everyone called that out as soon as they got into this room, though. Like...
Yeah. Okay, and now we gotta do a trick known as Snow Jam. Do you want to explain Snow Jam, Sudai?
Yeah, so Snow Jam is a trick we use to get up to the Painting Moon, and if y'all don't know about Painting Moons in Odyssey, essentially you go to a different kingdom, there's a painting back to Snow Kingdom, and it brings you somewhere you normally shouldn't be able to reach. But we do a trick jump off the top of the Odyssey that lets us get there. It's kind of tight sometimes. I don't think Jay will have any problems with it. I have issues with it because I haven't practiced it a lot, but it's a pretty fun jump. Oh yeah, you're in English, so the lineup's going to be a little different, huh?
No, I mean, it's not bad. I just suck at the jump. We'll see
Oh,
what
that's
happens,
fair. That looks
There we
good.
go.
Yeah.
I learned
I just
that.
want to mention that you said, yeah, I suck at this jump and then got it first try and it looked like totally fine.
Yeah. Well, I used to. In my freaking Patel's run I did last for Superstar mode, it took me like 4 tries and lost like 2 minutes there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, every failure costs like 20 or 30 seconds, too. That's the real scary part about that jump.
I learned the home encounter method you saw there, though, instead of just doing a regular rainbow spin, and I found that to be a lot more consistent.
Yeah. Anytime you can get a... Okay, so a lot of people know about triple jumps. There's also triple cap throws in this game, where if you throw Cappy 3 times repeatedly, the third one comes out faster, and you can actually, like, home into enemies or back to Mario faster, so we can use that to save some height. And that helps a lot with trick jumping.
Okay, I'm playing
Especially...
a lot better now than I was before.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was just a little bit of rush you had to knock off. And then we get Waterless Seaside. That's the change in Kaizo. Just Waterless Seaside. There's more,
So
but...
fun. It's so fun.
It's one of my favorite ways to play Seaside, honestly.
That's right. No, this is right. Okay, sorry. I couldn't remember. I get so turned around in these rooms because vanilla to Kaizo makes it so difficult to remember.
Yeah. Yeah, so in these rooms, there's normally a moon spawn and a single coin spawn, and for Kaizo, they just swapped which one is which, and it's weird.
Yeah, that spot is the sand spot, and then the sand spot is the seaside spot. Oh my.
I just want to shout out real quick to Twitch chat. If you do exclamation donate and, you know, on Tiltify, go to the polls and click Naked Mario there, CheeseJay would probably be very happy with you. I just want to put that out there.
Yes.
All it takes is $11 to change the result of that poll. It is a ruling bid war.
This game's a lot more fun when Mario's shirtless, y'all. Y'all want to see it.
It just makes me feel bad because sometimes I fall into lava and it's like, I don't think Alo's gonna fix that, buddy.
That was so clean around the corner.
That really was.
Okay, pretty fun trick jump coming up here after this moon.
Yeah, I know the first time I saw this one, I was kind of blown away by it.
Not this jump. This jump's pretty basic, but the one after this one.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
The ones were up there. Yeah.
Yeah, we can use a geometry here to get up.
Love weird geometry.
And then we can
This
use
is
a
the
rock.
one.
Oh, that's bad. I just didn't get my vault. And now we're down here. Oh, that happened last time I did this one. What number is it? Is it 3?
3. No. I think it's 1 here.
No, it's not.
Is it? Okay, you're right. I always get this one wrong. So, another fun little thing. All the Sphinxes in the game have the same answers, and I don't know if you can't, or if it's just tradition not to change them in mods, but if you know the numbers, you don't have to read it.
It's up. I always forget. You can't change it.
Okay.
Can I please do the fancy? Give me the Shawnee Bounce game. Okay, I guess you can't do it. There we go. That's all I wanted.
Sharonne bounces just feel good. I get it.
Well, yeah. I don't know how else I was really going to get up there. Okay, this one's annoying. Let's hope I just nail it. I can't die here. Let's hope I don't. Okay, this will work.
You got this. Yeah.
And then just dive immediately. Or roll. That works.
As long as you get over the spikes. I forgot what the backup was here if you fall for the rocket flower. You just go to, like, Hot Springs area, right?
No, I just did the backup. That was it.
Oh, that was it? Okay. My bad. This is a fun moon.
Oh! Look at
wow. Actually got in there, no damage.
Calculated and beast.
That's 3 spinners that she rolled past, by the way, y'all. Count them. Hope these cycles... Yeah, it looks like it's on cycle, okay. Sometimes those get desynced, it's kind of weird.
Luncheon. This is where the mod starts to really get hard.
Yeah, this is...
As we get into luncheon, do you have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, we have $11 from Marcy saying, please have the short Italian man take off his shirt for the dogs. And that goes towards both Crash Bandicoot, the extra hard level showcase, and then also for the Boxer Shorts Mario. So we will be seeing him.
Okay, I will do that, like, what, 2 minutes into luncheon-ish?
Yeah. Yeah, like, pretty shortly after Spewart.
Yeah. That's just my most convenient opportunity. I won't really have a chance to shop until then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to shout out for everyone in chat. You can donate to both a target incentive and a poll, so you do get a quick little 2-for-1 on Tiltify. If you are on the fence about donating, you can donate to both and still help Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center.
It's pretty cool. Usually only see it get to like one thing.
Well, that movement's good. I'm doing that from now on. Look at that. I came up with that on the fly.
Yeah, that was nice. Alright, so Luncheon is just like completely different than normal 80% because everything's weird and it sucks, and Jay's gonna live here?
Yeah, I'm gonna live.
Nice.
There we go. I didn't
Nice.
Playing it extra safe.
Yeah,
What
I
the
don't
hell
blame
was
you.
that? That was so cool.
Yeah,
That's just cap stalling on the wall. If you time it right or even just mash, it's not too difficult. You can just kind of float on any wall forever. You lose a tiny bit of height with each cap throw, but it's like so minuscule that you can stay up for a long
I'll
time.
try the cool thing.
Oh, you got this.
No, I don't know how to do it. Okay, we're gonna do this.
No, me either.
Okay, that works. We'll just teleport the Goomba instead.
That's also a cool thing in my opinion, but you know.
You can do what?
Yeah, apparently if you just off-spin the Goomba and then just do a jump with him, he'll just teleport up the top of the ledge. And then you can
Yeah.
capture.
So when you uncapture a Goomba, it kind of like does a small jump and moves backwards. And if we get close to that ledge and it's off screen, it kind of like it doesn't completely remove its collision with the wall and ground, but it makes it to where it's like a more of a sphere interacting with it, and it kind of just pushes itself up. It's a really weird one, but really cool little trick to get that moon.
Also, this fight looks really intense and scary, but just trust me, it's vanilla.
Yeah, there's a running meme that there's no way to make Spirit difficult, and it holds true here.
Yeah, you kill the one plant that was in front of me, and it plays exactly the same as vanilla.
Yeah. Those poor plants are trying their best. They just can't reach you.
Okay, so... Yeah, in like a minute here, we'll change into boxers.
Yeah, you do sub area first still, and then town.
No,
or
not that silver. That would be a bad idea.
Oh yeah, I forgot how they. Okay, yeah.
That would kill Mario.
Yes.
I guess just to explain it, if you enter that sub area there, whenever you go to leave, the pipe that spits you out in lava and kills Mario.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab these coins just for marathon safety. Just put them right here.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
I don't think I needed them actually, but yeah.
We get 2 more shot moons, or
No, yeah, no, I didn't need them.
okay. I was kind of thinking this was the last one. First, we take the shirt off.
That is not the optimal menuing. There we go. Perfect.
Actually, a speed run dedicated to buying this costume. It's kind of funny.
I didn't get record this time in it.
Not even close. The record is like what? Is it 7 minutes or is it just close to 7?
7.5. It's like, yeah.
7.5. Yeah.
Would you like to say the name of the category for the stream?
I got this one. It's nipple percent.
I'm a fan.
Chat, clap it up.
Okay, we're just gonna take my time to get rid of this guy because this next moon is the most frustrating moon in the mod.
Oh yeah.
Luckily, Meredith's naked for it though, so.
It helps.
See? It doesn't work. It's a broken moon. It's bad. Can we get the devs to remove this one?
So for this moon, you'll see him down throwing and then diving twice, and right at the end of the second dive, he has to shake the controller to get Cappy to home in, and it'll follow us underground. And there's actually a crate down there that we're trying to break.
Doesn't work.
And you have to get like max distance with like a perfectly timed roll or like a perfectly timed shake, and it's just crazy.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I can see Cappy's shadow down there hitting that crate for us.
Max height on that to get over that, Nelson. Okay, this next one is equally as frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's
So we're
hope I don't
doing
die.
something that used to be done in normal 80% speedrun soon, with a much more annoying setup because the turnips spawn over here. But OG runners will know it as turnip clip. There's a little cage coming up soon, you'll see.
I'm so bad
that
at
we-
setting this up.
Use this turnip to clip into. Save ourselves a bunch of time.
That'll work.
Yeah, that's it. This cage. I always forget the turnips will break spinies.
Yeah, I'm just playing it safe. It's like that. That'll work.
Yeah,
And
that
then
looks
this guy
good.
jumps from Jupiter. Just ignore that.
He's my favorite. As far as enemies in Kaizo goes, he's my favorite.
Ah, that shit worked. Come on. Flip in.
Here we're using the turnip to push the Handbros model when we uncapture him and hoping to capture him like half into the wall, essentially.
I see why that's not working. Today I learned. You see that?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
The more I attempt it, the further away the turnip gets.
I didn't know
No,
that.
no!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's bad.
I gasped when I thought you killed the pan, bro, and then I realized what was happening with the turnip. Look at that, another good save.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I'll say it. This one's more annoying than the freaking crate.
I buy it. Like, I'd kind of rather grind Iceburn S than do this.
There we go.
Am I allowed to say that they both look awful and terrible?
Yeah, they're both bad.
Yes, yes, you are. That describes a lot of moons in this mod.
Okay. This trick has been in the game since like the dawn of it though, so I should be good at turnip flip, but I'm not. I was never a good 1.0 runner.
Yeah, this
Is that
got
the right
patched out
side?
in 1.2, I think. I think it's
There we
like
go.
right there, yeah, actually, yeah. I was gonna say, I think you need to be close to like either corner, but it worked.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like left, middle left, or like what it was, but it was more towards the corner.
Yeah, that's not one I have a lot of experience with either, because I didn't start running Odyssey until like 3 years ago. Well into the 1.3 era. And that cage is just intangible from the inside. It's not a very good cage.
Now there is a trick I could do to get into this next sub area a little bit quicker. But it's pretty difficult, so I just don't do it. This category is hard enough.
Yeah, we don't need to be adding more hard stuff. Yeah, you can actually clip through the other side of this mountain to get to that door without breaking the cheese, is what it
no,
is.
I forgot! Damn it. Sorry.
Forgot what?
Oh, it's not even up here. The shard in the door.
Oh.
It's right here. See, this is another instance of me playing vanilla and Kaizo, so I just get turned around. It's in the air. I have to remind myself. Like, it's really hard to get the shards memorized for both places, vanilla and Kaizo.
Yeah, there's a lot of little things like that. Like you were saying earlier with the sand rumble room and seaside rumble room.
It's here? There it is.
Yeah, and the last one's high up.
Yep. What?
That was, yeah, what? You like hit a ceiling that shouldn't be there.
Yeah, that was weird. Oh wait, hold on, don't despawn this guy, I need the other moon. Don't kill him. No!
Oh no, that was...
That wall slide killed it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's at least the other moon's free. I just gotta do that.
Yeah.
Okay, now we gotta go do a fancy trick jump over to Fork's room.
This is, you're talking about the Invisiblock jump?
No.
Oh, yeah, I don't know why I was thinking, okay.
Maybe turn it up instead of that. Okay.
I don't know why. In my head, Fork's room was the lava, like, narrow passage sub-area for some reason.
This room really sucks.
It's great seeing Forks without forks in it. That's all I'll say.
First try. Perfect.
Nice.
That bit right there is really frustrating.
Yeah, I would say that's the hardest part of the room. And then after that, we do have some forks. I lied to y'all. Where are the moons? It's Kaizo. They're not there, y'all. They're up here.
That was really fast.
That was clean.
Yeah, this sub area went according to plan, as long as I don't screw this up. There we go. Yeah, that was probably the best that sub area's ever gone for me.
Yeah, that was like clean start to finish.
That's not gonna
Aside
be
from that.
not a big deal. Okay. Yes!
Nice.
Yeah, I came up with that movement. I think maybe Lucid did, actually. I don't know, but it's not easy. So I'm glad I nailed that. That RTB is really satisfying.
Yeah. Gotta get into the flow state. We got the rough jumps coming up soon.
Oh no, why am I not capturing the meat? Okay, now I can.
Actually, that's what I was thinking for a second. I forgot about that moon right there.
Okay, it's not a terrible one, all things considered. I just need to nail RBM, and then I can be underestimated still.
Is there time for a quick plug?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, go for it, right now.
Yeah, I just want to mention real quick that we are still, I'm trying to do math in my head, $139 off of, $139 off of the Crash Bandicoot incentive where the runner will be playing the Stormy Ascent level, which is super hard if you've never seen it. And I'm assuming you've never seen it because it's really cool and it's a hidden post-game level, I think, in Crash Bandicoot. It's super cool. Absolutely get your donations in for that. And like I mentioned earlier, you can 2-for-1 since we both have a poll and a target open. So you can put the same money to both. Literally, like you're duplicating money to donate to this event. So if you think a pet adoption center is a good cause, which most people do, in my opinion, feel free to type !donate in chat. Get your donations in before the end of this run and also the end of Crash Bandicoot at the end of the night.
I'm gonna have to jump on that after this run because I haven't seen that level in Crash. That'd be cool.
Okay, so
yeah, it is in the remaster as well.
Sorry. Okay, Suda, do you want to explain why Ruined is awful?
Yeah, so normally in Rune Kingdom, we start out, we climb up some stairs, there's a wire that we take, we go fight a dragon, it's not too bad. In Kaizo, the wire's still there, but instead of taking you to the dragon, it brings you to the dragon and then brings you back to where it starts. And you don't get to get out of the wire at any point until you get back to the start. So instead, they put all this random BS up in the air, and we just gotta climb our way up. We don't get a wire. You can't really tell from these camera angles, but it is far, and these jumps are hard. I
came up with this bit on my own.
Ooh, that barely made it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would consider this the hardest part of the mod. I personally spent 13.5 hours on this climb alone.
Took me 4 the first time. Oh, that's not how I do that, but it'll work.
Yeah, that worked out.
Also, if I die at any point during this climb, it is a multiple-minute time loss, so let's not do that.
Yeah, there's no checkpoints along the way up here. There's like, once we get a little bit further, there's like a pseudo checkpoint where we can kind of dive back if we fall off, but we still have to react to it. And if we mess up, it's just all the way back to the beginning.
No, let's not do that. I'll be fine.
Ooh, good save.
Yeah, I've practiced just about every backup there is on this climb. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, if y'all just think only up, you pretty much got the idea here.
I was actually about to say just that.
Come on. Can I do this movement? I'm like panicking now.
I can't believe they made Odyssey a Bennett Foddy game.
Let's play it safe now.
Yeah, actually, whenever... Oh, that was a clean way to do that. I like that.
Yeah, that triple throw is really useful. Because those fork flingers are bad. Or cappy flingers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh,
well, we go again.
yeah, those spinners aren't evenly spaced for dives like they look like they are, so they're deceptive.
Sometimes when I flick the stick to look at the wall, Mario doesn't look exactly at the wall, and he's a couple pixels off, and that's what happened there. And then I just get scurried.
That makes sense.
This is my most practiced portion of the whole game, though, for sure.
As it should be.
That is really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, the vibes were bad that attempt. This attempt is going to be it, though.
Yep.
And it's going to be fast, too, and we're all going to be like, wow, that was so clean at the very end.
Yeah, I mean, if I want to be anywhere near estimate, I gotta get my butt in gear, so...
You got this. Fun little detail.
In the donations.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
fun little detail about this climb. You see this question block here. There's other question blocks throughout that make it a little bit more manageable than just going platform to platform. But once you beat the game and come back here for the post game, most of those question blocks are gone. The climb gets way harder for the second attempt. And if you want 100% the mod, you have to go back a second time. It's just
Okay.
so... You got this.
Yeah, I could get going now. Okay. Okay. Also, I am intentionally skipping this block for anyone wondering. I just got bad speed the last time. I thought I was supposed to do that bit.
See, like I said, not all of the blocks are gone. Some of these are still there. But it does get way more brutal.
Okay. Let's not die. Oh, I did a backflip and the captain turn needed it.
That was weird.
Oh, what? Just make it work.
Made it nice.
Good reaction. Okay, I'm gonna take my time here because I died here last time now. It happened again. Luckily, I reacted to it better. That it happened again.
Oh. Yes, so what's happening there is, like, we can wall jump off flat walls, but corners get really weird, and sometimes we can't wall jump when we get too close to them.
This is unfortunate. I'm just getting walled hard. How did that happen 3 times in a row?
That's kind of crazy.
Like, I can only react to it so many times and back it up. I'm telling you, though, that triple throw is absolute the way for that first jump there.
That looks so much better than what I usually do, which is just like a very sus backflip off the ledge.
Yeah, that's what I used to do, like a triple jump, and it's just not good. It's not consistent.
Yeah, I had to give up on the triple jump just because it was just, yeah, you said it, not consistent.
Now that I added that, figured out that triple throw shit, I'm 100% with that bit.
Yeah, I should probably learn that because that looks good.
Again!
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm nowhere near estimate. I'm probably like 10 plus minutes off at this point. This is bad. I'm just not playing this climb well.
Yeah, it's a rough one though. Can't blame you for it.
Man. And the last time I did this, I had this no problem. Come on now. Lock in. My angle was off there.
Yeah, good backup though. Or recovery, I should say. Not really a backup,
Yeah.
but...
Okay, this is the one.
You got this.
I'm not getting screwed at that freaking part again. I'm getting past it.
You got all the mistakes out already.
I'm getting really slow and really safe. Or I'm making a mistake again. I can make this though.
I've been so scared.
Can I stop making... I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this run, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be so far off estimate.
Shit, at this point I say we just take the wire. I know.
God!
Oh, man.
I just feel bad for being so far off estimate at this point.
Yeah, just keep playing. Like, you're totally fine.
Okay. Oh my god. Game! It also doesn't help that I have to pee. That's not great news.
Pass me the sticks, I'll cover for it now.
So I bound a PA.
Don't worry. When you get back, we'll be in the exact same spot.
Probably, yeah. Okay. It just didn't wall jump that time. That happens sometimes with that shit, unfortunately. On the rare occasion, he just won't wall jump. I'll be like a couple pixels too far away, I think.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Because normally you catch that what do you call it, wobbler or whatever at the very bottom of it. There's like almost no room for error on that jump.
Oh, thank you.
They specifically made this jump the hardest jump in the climb because they wanted the most difficult jump to be near the beginning. So like, once you could get past it, you're not like flailing on the end and having even more difficulties, you know?
I feel like
Which
I'm
I think
stuck
is
in
kind of cool.
I feel like I'm stuck in a mental block for that one part now. It's part of the issue.
Just turn your brain off there and let your hands do the work. They know what to do.
Yeah, that's easier said than done, though.
I agree. But I'm not the one that has to do it, so I can say it. No, anyway, that was silly.
Okay. Just focus up. There. Oh! Oh! What a save! Oh my god!
Beautiful
That's the best.
save, honestly.
That might have been the best save I've ever done this game.
Someone get a clip of that if we can.
Okay, thank God. Oh my gosh. There was no reason that bit should have been as difficult as it was.
And this little glowy section over here is that pseudo checkpoint I was talking about. There's a lot of space to dive onto over here.
I quickly just want to say for that backup, I think I got a value dive and I somehow managed to adjust mid dive and somehow bounced off Cappy.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how I did that.
Yeah, maybe we have a little bit of control, like starting near like the last quarter of the dive or so. That's probably where you got it.
Okay, so you might think that's scary, but that's just how I have to do it.
It's way less scary than trying to get onto that quickly spinning platform, I can say from experience. If you mess that up, you just go flying.
Okay.
And this one trips a lot of people up. Like, what are you supposed to do with this? This is like that carnival ride that flips you over. You just got to be the carny riding on top.
No, no, no. I'm dead. I'm just dead.
To the right, to the right, to the right. You might.
No, I'm bonking.
Oh, so close.
This is so sad. This is just depressing.
A little behind estimate.
At this point, I'm probably at least 10, maybe more minutes. Behind
Yeah.
estimate. So I'm just throwing the schedule out of whack completely.
Maybe we need some donations to get the shirt back on. This all started when you took the shirt off.
Wish chat, you know what to do.
I can't even change it in this kingdom, I don't think.
Don't let them know that.
I just want to remind everyone that we get a 2-for-1 because we have both a poll and a target open on Tiltify. So if you donate, you can set your donation, same dollars to both sides. So, you know, maybe if you want the suffering to end, maybe put a shirt back on Mario. Maybe let us get to that Crash Bandicoot incentive.
Cappy was under the block. I a little bit.
Yeah, there's not much you could do.
Yeah.
I still really like that triple throw setup there.
Yeah, I wasn't consistent with anything else before I did my first run. I was like, I gotta figure something out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, can I please get this climb now? Oh, wow. Oh, this will still work. Just gotta do the gap throw dive. There we go.
There you go.
Okay, line this up. Let's do that.
Easy. Alright, and we're basically back now.
Yeah, this part right here is free as long as I'm not a buffoon.
Yeah, this is just wall jumps with cap throws to stall your height. Okay, I feel like I can breathe again.
Not yet. It's not over till it's over.
This is true, but my heart isn't racing at this point, at least. I'm not even the one running. What am I talking about?
That was ballsy.
Yeah. When you went for it, I was like, oh, she knows what she's doing, though. Nice. Nice, nice.
Please. Please don't die. Oh.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, they want y'all to use the girders there, but, you know, avoiding anything moving is a good idea when you're this high up in the air.
I'm like so nervous now that I'm just like messing up basic movement. I can still die right here. Let's not do that.
Don't even think like that.
I have died on that jump there onto the last question mark block before. Okay, we're done. Oh,
We are there, y'all. That's it for the rune climb.
Yeah, okay, so that went poorly, to say the least, but it's done.
We shouldn't have to do it again unless something catastrophic happens here with the triple dragon fight.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, the way they made this fight harder is by adding 3 dragons. It looks like really scary and hard, but it's mostly just show. There is a speed shot I could be doing to save like a minute and a half in this fight, but it's pretty risky and I could die in the fight if I do that, so I'm just gonna do the fight. It's textbook, as intended.
Yeah, so the reason why this fight's not as hard as it looks, like, as soon as you get one dragon knocked out, it just, the fight is just so easy, because you can just sit on top of one. But close? Aw. But to talk to that speed strat that Jay was talking about, y'all saw how after the first hit of the dragon, Mario gets launched up into the air and then back to the center of the arena? The way they made this fight work is they trigger the ending by having Mario move through a certain spot up there on that arc 10 times. Which you go through it once when you come in, and you go through it 3 times for each dragon defeated, so it finishes it off. But with the speed strat, they have ways to actually just kind of jump up there and move through that loading zone 10 times quickly and trick the game into thinking that you beat up all the dragons. It's kind of hilarious.
I don't like the position I'm in. I might be doing the climb again. I gotta lock in.
No, you got this. Just focus on the last dragon. Don't worry about the other ones.
Yeah. Okay.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, please no, Burbo. Please, please, please. Just kill the dragon, please. Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, I'm safe now. Oh.
Yeah, it's free now. Yeah, so the cheese I was talking about, notice that the other dragons weren't hitting Jay when he was on that dragon there? They still don't. The dragon stays there. We can just wait on top of it for the other dragons to be ready to be hit. It's silly.
I'm not gonna take the risk.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, good call. I barely got off of there in time.
Yeah, look at this beautiful safety. The dragon bulwark. Just can't hurt us. The first time I did this fight, I was so scared when I saw the 3 dragons, but Jay nailed it. They're really just there for show.
Oh, that's awesome.
What? I guess that's not hittable at first?
No,
3 frame, okay.
Oh, that's cool. Long jump and then do that.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I think so long as... Oh, no, never mind. It was the ground waves, okay. Yeah, if you're behind the dragon, you're safe for the electric wheels, but, like, the ground slam will keep going. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so scary.
That was a bit ballsy. Yeah, I thought that animation would be a bit shorter. Okay, 2 down.
2 down, 1 to go. Need all 3 hits on that one still.
Okay, not value dive this time, please. Where am I? There we go.
Woo.
Yeah, so you can see how I can choose this fight pretty easily.
Yeah. Yeah, and even if it weren't for the dragons laying on the ground like this, you saw Cheese do a wall stall a little bit in here earlier before the first dragon. We can do that to stay relatively safe for most of the fight, even without the dragon's heads being down here. So it's one of those, if you need to be extra safe, you got the option kind of things. You know what fight I wish we did in this run? The all brutals fight. It would have to be somewhere in the route that makes sense, but like,
You
that's
talking
just, I
about
love that fight.
the refight in Mushroom?
Yes,
The one that's
yes.
in... Yeah.
The Mecha Wiggler painting.
I showcased the version of that that's in Superstar Mode as an incentive for, what do you call it? Hotels last time.
Nice.
I think I got it first try.
GG. Yes, that's just a fun fight in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
I'm a
for
sucker
sure.
for boss fights.
Okay. Last phase here, and then we're done with this kingdom finally. Nothing like
Easy.
coming 12 minutes off gold in the marathon setting. Yeah, okay, so
That's not too bad actually, considering how many times you fell.
this does an update for tech. My BPT should be a 148 leaving here. So let's say 150 for this run if everything else goes well. But I don't know at this point, man. I should have de-rusted more.
It really just comes down to Bowser at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, I was in a similar situation with the finals, so I totally get it.
It's just unfortunate it went this bad. I could have never predicted it would go this bad.
The bad part is, if it weren't for Ruined, it would have been well within estimate too.
Yeah, I was on like 4 minutes spell estimate before ruined. And now I'm 10 over.
It'll be okay though. We can afford 10 minutes, right?
I have no idea. I feel bad, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. It's just more awesome Odyssey movement. Think about it that way. It's more show for the viewers.
Okay, I really hope I get Bowser fast here, but we'll just see what happens. I still have all Bowser's before that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Bowser's! What do you have to say about Bowser's Shoot I?
It's not changed up too much as far as just any percent getting through it. We do a little bit of detour for like different shards routes. And the 2 extra moons that we get outside of story is a little different here too, but
Yeah, I can't forget those.
yeah, other than that, it's not too much different though. A lot of wires, a lot of little mini boss killing. And then we get the fun of the mech at the end.
This part's a pretty cool change. Not this nuts, man. I didn't mean to trigger that.
Yeah, y'all thought y'all saw the mini boss waiting over there, but it was a decoy. This is the real one. Shows off some not very well known tech with Pokio, which Jay's about to get here.
There's a way. There's got to be a way to do something that fast. There we go.
Yeah.
What?
You were a little bit low. Yeah.
I thought it was just I off-screened it. I'll be honest.
I could see that happening too, honestly. But yeah, all these guys, they have a little glowy spot on their head. And, yeah, that you can break that with a Pokio. A lot of people know about being able to break, like, explosive boxes with 200 pokes from a Pokio. That one only takes 1. I know whenever I first discovered that casually, my mind was like, no, I was blown away. I was like, Nintendo's still coming up with the bangers. Like,
Okay, don't forget.
oh yeah, this is one of the side moons.
It's very easy to forget that moon.
Yeah. Yeah, because normally we just zoom past that spot. There's nothing there to worry about. And then this is shards being different. They threw those all over the place on this island.
I need a bird. Next one. Oh.
Almost. Oh,
There we go.
there we go.
I want to go up on the roof, I think. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Let's not die. We did enough of that in ruins. Come around this way.
Like I said, they've really put these shards all over this island.
That's fine.
Yeah, you were not kidding. I didn't even know that part of the island existed.
There's usually not a bird. There's usually not a bird down there either, but the mod developers added one.
Yeah, I think normally there's not even a moon down there. It's just for purple coins. I might be mistaken on that.
Yeah, it's just a purple coin spot. Yeah. And if I kill that bird that's down there, it won't respawn, so I have to be really careful. I played it really safe.
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
Okay, let's not die to any of these boss fights coming up here.
You got this. Do you want to explain the lava coming up, or can I?
You can go for it.
Okay, so coming up to the next two boss fights, what they did to make them harder is we have a few small platforms to stand on, and they made the rest of the platform nothing but lava. They loved lava in this kingdom. You'll find out with Mech too. But the really weird part about the ones coming up is, I guess they didn't have any circularly shaped lava. So there's a giant square of lava, despite the arena being a circle. And when I say giant, I don't mean like the square touches the edges of the circle. We have giant squares of lava. So when you see Jay jumping into these arenas from really far away, that's on purpose. That has to be done.
Yeah, there's a checkpoint in the back left corner that's our, like, island, and it's completely covered by the lava hitbox.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you could be in outer space and you'll hit that lava hitbox. It's so crazy.
Unlucky, unlucky.
Oh, yeah. Here we need the hat with Hopper in it to come to us, and it's kind of RNG. Like, it's deterministic, but it's basically RNG. Otherwise, we lose some time there just to having to wait for the hats. Ooh. That does show off one little benefit of these fights, though. We're not in assist mode, but we get like a pseudo assist mode, so we don't just die if we land in the lava.
Oh my god, talk about cutting it close. Okay, it's this one right there. I wanted to hit it. Okay, you know what? Screw it.
I feel that. Oh, I lost track of that. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
I was gonna say, yeah, there's so much going on here. Don't blame me for losing
Oh
him.
no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 I couldn't do anything.
Oh.
I pressed the jump button 3 or 4 times there, and nothing happened because Cappy was underneath him. And
Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
I think
well,
you just...
add another like minute and a half. Oh my god.
So I think that was input drops caused by Cappy hitting Topper, right?
Yeah, like I said, Cappy was underneath Topper there, so I couldn't jump out of the way of the hat. I pressed jump like 4 times.
Yeah, so for anyone unaware, whenever Cappy hits anything interactable in this game, there's at least 1 frame of lag, depending on what's going on, sometimes up to like 4. Oh, that's kind of rare, but like if you press any input while that's happening, the game does not register it. The input's just gone. And if you get unlucky, stuff like that happens.
Give me the heart. Oh, I thought it was that one. It's the one.
Oh, it's to the right.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah.
No.
I've been tracking it like I'd be able to help you like find it, but in the heat of the moment, there's really just you gotta just get it.
There we go.
Like that.
Okay.
Oh, that's sketch. Oh, the bubble save, maybe? No, never mind. I put you over here.
I feel like there's no logic as to where the bubble puts me either.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Okay.
Grab that heart before you move.
Yeah, I was considering because it's not fast fights isn't really that hard, but I'll grab it for safety.
Yeah, I think the lava square is like way bigger on Harriet's size too. So, for my nerves, I appreciate you grabbing it.
Proof in the pudding. Thank God I grabbed that.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about with the invisible lava, everybody. Perfect example.
I was nowhere near that. I thought I was safe there.
I really thought you were too.
That's absurd. Right there. Oh, good
How
save.
did you know?
That was a really good save.
That was, yeah.
I'm trying to get that spin throw, it was over. Oh my god, can I please not die again, please? I've had enough of dying. I'm dead.
Oh.
Oh my god, man! Yeah, I'm like 15 minutes off estimate. This is bad. I'm not even at the hardest part of the run for me yet.
You're just gonna first try Bowser. You're getting all your mistakes out before that. That's the real strat.
Who even knows at this point, man?
You just gotta let me have my copium here.
If Tech wants to cut me off at any point, just let me know.
This part is so weird. Like, it's not too hard. It's just, like, weird. Just gotta, like, barely jump out and then back in.
There we go.
No, Cappy.
Oh. Okay.
That was all on Cappy. Cappy likes to home in on things that we don't want him to home in on. Usually it's coins. Sometimes it's UFOs. So when are you learning Kaizo mode Sarbomba?
That doesn't exist.
I know. I was just being stupid.
Yeah.
Trying to lighten the mood some.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Alright, all we got left here is the mech fight. And then hopefully the Moon Bowser fight isn't too brutal. Do you want to explain Birdless while you're doing it, or should I take care of that?
Yeah, you can explain Birdless.
Okay. Yeah, so we got a little bit before it, but those of y'all that were here earlier will remember I said, for speedrunners, we pretty much do the same exact thing in the mech fight. For everyone else, there's lava everywhere. It's scary. But yeah, we do a strat called Birdless there. I'll wait till we get a little bit closer to really go into it. But if you know what it is, that gives you a pretty clear idea of what's going to be happening in this fight.
Yeah, it's just pretty much the same as the regular speedrun map, although it just looks a little bit scarier.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Okay. Well, we won't get to see the brutality that is Moon Bowser, but I do want to describe it a little bit. You're fighting Bowser. It's basically the same, except there's poison waves everywhere, and they insta-kill you. Just poison waves everywhere. Yeah, this is Birdless here, so we start by trying to land on this little nub here. Later that opens up to let the bird climb up. But right here we can use it to climb up, get a quick hit on Rango. Swing around over here. The mech's going to try and keep us off of it. We say no. We're riding that thing like a bull. And then, yeah, we just keep going back over there. You see all that nasty lava below us? We don't care. It does not affect us at all. It just looks scary. And causes a little lag sometimes.
Switch games and lag and name a better duo.
I know, right?
No. Okay, this is target acquired. Let's hope I don't fail it. I think I'm failing it. No, I'm not. Okay.
No,
cool.
that was like... That should have failed. I'm glad you got it, but that should have failed.
Yeah, my setup was bad there. As soon as I got launched, I was like, this is not working.
Oh my gosh. GG on hitting it, though.
Okay, so we'll just call time whenever I touch this moon, I guess, just so we can move on with the marathon.
Yeah.
I've held up this marathon enough.
Oh, it's totally fine. It's been a great time. I'm just learning that this is extremely hard mod.
Okay.
It is
time.
very hard.
Okay, thank you for having me. I'm sorry I wasn't able to show off Moon. I had a catastrophic Ruin Kingdom, followed by 2 bunny stuff that should not have happened. But what are you gonna do?
No, it is totally fine. Where can everyone in the stream find you, like, in terms of...
Yeah,
Which
I'm planning on doing more
like
Kaizo
that?
stuff. I've been wanting to, like, properly learn this mod and maybe attempt to damage this for a YouTube video. So, if you want to see some of that, check me out at twitch.tv/CheeseJay with 2 Y's. And I'm planning on starting up YouTube content as well. So if you want to see my YouTube content, check me out at CheeseJay on YouTube. 1Y. And CheeseJay, do you have anything you want to shout out?
I had a blast commentating. Kaizo's awesome. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Jay's the star of this run. Just go check out their socials. They've been doing awesome stuff. Keep it up. That's all I got.
Thank you, Sudai. Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks
so
for
much
having
running.
us.
Yeah, it has been a fantastic time. We're gonna be back in just a few minutes. We're gonna be, setting up the next run. We're gonna, get Squirrel with a Gun up here in just a few minutes. So we'll see everyone then. Hi everyone, how's it going? I just want to remind everyone that you can do !donate, or I said this earlier. I cannot remember the link for the life of me. I'm pretty sure noglitchesallowed.org/donate works, but I don't remember. Who knows? I clearly don't. I cannot remember it for the life of me. But we do have a target open for the end of the day if we want to watch the bonus level in Crash Bandicoot. But unfortunately, my time here on the mic is coming to an end. But you will be in the wonderful, incredible hands of Echo Tree with that underscore in the middle for the next few runs. I don't remember. You're in here now, so you can tell me how long are you going to be on the host mic for?
Hello there, I'm Echo Tree. I will be your host for the rest of the night. So that will be Squirrel with a Gun, Slime Rancher, and Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. But thank you for your time as host, Slimy.
Yeah, of course. I had a great time. I always have a great time here on twitch.tv/noglitchesallowed. Please follow. But yeah, I'm going to be going in, and you'll never, ever see me forever. Goodbye forever.
Goodbye forever, Limey. I totally don't think we'll see them anytime soon. But yeah, make sure to go follow Limey. There's a shout out in chat. Go follow them, all of our wonderful people that we have had as runners. Everyone, thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful marathon here. Our next run, Squirrel with a Gun by iSwimFly, is going to be coming up in just a few moments, so don't go anywhere.